Welcome back for another video. In this one we're going to take a look at my Sega Genesis video game collection here. This is every single Sega Genesis game I own that I know of. So let's get into it. First game we have is Sonic and Knuckles. This does have the lock-on technology that works with Sonic 2 and 3, which combines the games essentially. Oh, sorry if you guys can hear some background barking. I was not expecting that at all. Here we have Road Rash 2. What an excellent sequel to Road Rash. Really enjoy it. Jungle Strike. Great game. You're flying around in a helicopter, shooting enemies, picking up gas, and other objects. Alright. Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and I also have the box for this. This is also on the Super Nintendo. It is now also on the Switch and other modern consoles. There's the box. There's the manual. I'm not really going to get into the manual side of it, because I just don't want to spend the time to do that. So here is Frogger, one of the last Genesis games to be released. What an excellent near arcade perfect port of the game by Majesco and Hasbro. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Some people say this is the best version since it has the best music. This is my go-to version. I don't have this on any other platform except for PlayStation. But yeah, one of my favorite basketball games ever. Usually played those at apartment parties that I have with friends. Alien 3, decent game, not the best, but you know, still very playable and very enjoyable game. Golden Axe 2, just wanted to have one of the Golden Axe games, so I got it on the cheap. Great game. I don't think it's just a Sega Genesis exclusive. It's not in the arcade like the first game was. But yeah, very great game. The Golden Axe arcade game was the very first game I played, and actually that I can remember playing on a PC along with a bunch of other PC games. That's for a story for a different time. But yeah, pick this one up while you can. It's also in Sega compilations on modern consoles and last gen consoles. Earthworm Jim, pretty tough game. The label has seen better days. It's actually water damage somehow, but I don't know how that happened. But excellent game. Pretty sure I got him on the cheap. Splatterhouse 2. Great game on the Genesis. I also have Splatterhouse for the Switch on the one of the Namco arcade collections. Going to be playing this during the Halloween season, which, you know, it is October while I'm recording this. Yeah, great side-scrolling game, very reminiscent of the arcade game, the first arcade game. Mortal Kombat 2. Not the best port of this game, but I do enjoy it. It's probably the first or second version of this game I ever played. It's heavy, so it's got a heavy ROM board in there and everything. But yeah, Super Nintendo version is superior, and I do own that now. Finally, after all these years, I got it for a good deal and waited. So that's back in the collection, in the Super Nintendo collection. I'll be filming that here pretty soon. Lethal Enforcers. I also have the Konami gun, the blue gun. Not sure if it works. I haven't used it in years, but will be here pretty soon. Also have this on the PlayStation. Yeah. Here, there goes up barking again. Sorry about that. So, yeah, great digitized game where you're shooting enemies and stuff like that. So, moving onward, The Jungle Book. Great game. This is also on the Switch and other modern consoles in the Disney collection. Pretty good game, good music, good action. Street Fighter Special Championship Edition. Just a port of the arcade game. It's faster. Also have one of the Super Nintendo versions of the game. Everyone knows Street Fighter. If you don't, look it up. Excellent fighting game from the 90s. Terminator 2, the arcade game. Just a port of the game, very dumbed down version, but still very playable. The Super Nintendo version is better, it's faster, or it's just a little more colorful. Yeah, you'll need the gun to play this properly. You can play it without the gun, but it's going to be very slow and tedious if you do that. 6-pack. So you have Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, and Super Hang-On. This version of the game just doesn't really work, so I tried to buy another copy to replace it. It didn't work. This does work when it wants to, but I also have the 6-pack on the my Genesis flash card, and that works flawlessly. So, yeah, that's a bummer on that. Top Gear 2, very good game. Super Hang-On I also have on PlayStation 3. But yeah, Top Gear 2, a sequel to the original game, is also on Super Nintendo. Top Gear was never on Genesis, which is very interesting. It was only on Super Nintendo. Yeah, this one's a good game. Some people recommended this version of the Super Nintendo version at the time that I was looking to buy this, and I bought this version. Funny enough, they just used the box art for the label for this game. James Bond 007, The Duel. You got Roger Daltrey there on the cover. Pretty good game. I just get stuck in it, but still enjoyable. Alright, now onto the boxed games. Let's start off with the heavy hitters. Starting off with Mortal Kombat. And I've said it before, got this at a garage sale. There's some advertisements for Spider-Man game. Vector Man, I'm not going to show the cartridges for these. It's just at least the paper ones. Just want to preserve those. And so some of these were the last Genesis games I ever bought. There's Columns. I think it's like a 1 megabyte cartridge, very small, but very reminiscent of the actual arcade game. Love to play this one, on the Genesis collection on Switch. What a fun game, just good time waster. Shinobi 3, just wanted to own this on cartridge instead of just having it in collections. Great side-scrolling fighting game. You're playing as a ninja. I've gotten pretty far in this one, almost beat it, I believe, but fell short. Streets of Rage. Had to have it on the Genesis. Don't have the sequel. I thought this was Streets of Rage 2. Yeah, I love it. It's also on the Master System. Sonic 3. Another had to have it, you know. Everyone knows Sonic. I don't really have to say anything about it. Toy Story. Played this game on the Super Nintendo growing up, or rented it back in the day. Never owned it, but rented it on the Super Nintendo. Like this version, you're solving puzzles and rearranging things. Toys to, you know, progress in the game. Desert Strike. Return to the Gulf. This game was edited for the Super Nintendo version. And you have it in this the famous Electronic Arts cartridge, their version of the Genesis cartridge. Got this at a garage sale as well. Played this back in the day on like Super Nintendo, along with Urban Strike as well. And there's another one out there. Garage sale once again. Herzog's Way. I want to say this is on another system. I can't think of what, but yeah, garage sale once again. Like I said, actually some codes in here. I never noticed that. I think this was a part of that garage sale lot. Yeah. NBA Live 95. This one does not have the manual, sadly, but yeah. Joe and Mac. think I bought this online on the cheap. Maybe I got it at a game shop, I don't know. Rash 3, an online purchase. There's the receipt. I think that comes with like a poster and the game itself. Pretty good game, I think. Used to play it while drinking. NFL football 95. I'm sorry, 94. Sports games don't have their, but yeah, those two. One of those games. All the sports games are part of it that garage sale lot, along with Sonic the Hedgehog, not for resale. Our Bad Baseball 4 for Genesis. Pretty good game. I haven't played much of it, but what I did play was fun. Mike Ditka football, again for Genesis. Thought that was an NES game for the longest time, but it's not. Tried to sell these sports games and they wouldn't buy them. Sonic 2. Got another copy of this game. The label's in worse condition than this one, so this one's pretty nice overall. Bought this back when it was very inexpensive. Now it is. The price has gone up. Sonic the Hedgehog, not for resale version. Another garage sale find in that same lot as the next game. Be a great side-scrolling game. I mean, you guys know Sonic. I mean, come on. There you go. And rounding this out, if I forgot anything, I'll just... Ooh, a Game Boy manual. Ha! Now I have 3 of these. So, John Madden 95 and a Game Boy manual. I didn't know that was in there. Did not get a Game Boy in that garage sale lot, but yeah. A lot of people were putting this game online for sale after John Madden passed away. But yeah, that's the collection, guys. I don't see myself buying any more Genesis games since I already have, all these games and more on a flash cart. Will I get rid of these anytime soon? No. So yeah, that's the collection. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and drop a comment in the comment section down below.